Now we're gonna move on to our stock picks for this coming trading week. So for myself, it's Microsoft. Now Microsoft did really good this year, as you can see on your screen. It's 1 year chart. Year to date, it started at $222 per share, and now looking at today, so Thursday, December 30th, 2021, it's sitting at 339. That is almost you would be up more than $100 per share. That is a really that is a really good gain over 1 year. So if you're into the stock market as a holder, like for growth stocks, I think Microsoft is a great play because, of course, like it's Microsoft, right? One thing though that makes them really bullish, in my opinion, is just like Google and Amazon, right? They Microsoft have their cloud service called Azure, and Azure is doing big things. They did big things in 2021, and they're going to continue doing big things in 2022. So just for that sole reason, one of the major catalysts, I think Microsoft is a no doubter to have in your portfolio. Once again, not financial advice. And just to add on to that, like also stocks like I mentioned, such as Google and Amazon as well, just for the cloud aspect of it. So Amazon has AWS, Google has their own cloud service, and cloud is the future, right? So that's why I think that's why I brought Microsoft up, and then also gave shout outs to Amazon and Google as well. Now, Deepak, I'm going to swing it over to you for your pick.
Yeah, perfect. So my pick is again one that's gotten a lot of attention and not for a good reason, and that's Peloton. So Peloton was one of those COVID darlings. So when COVID first started, it did very well, right? And really, it rose from out of nowhere. Over the past year, however, it's down over 75%, right? So clearly, it's taken quite a bit of a hit. But if we zoom out, side, you can see in the past 5 years, even after all of the beating it's taken, it's still up. From the start of 2020, it's still up over 20%, right? So that's still not bad gains, right? And over the past 5 years, it's still returned over 50% for investors, right? But the reason why I bring up Peloton is actually, I think it's, and again, this is just my opinion here, I think it's actually primed for someone to come in and really buy them out. And I was really looking at a company like Apple that really has been known historically to sort of dive in and sort of swoop up these sort of companies that have been experiencing some turbulence but are in promising fields. And I think acquiring a business like a Peloton would put Apple on the map in the fitness side as well. With a rebranding, changing everything from Peloton to Apple, I think there would be a lot more comfort from consumers as well behind that Apple brand. And I think a lot of the problems that Peloton's faced right now is because of that branding, and a lot of their equipment, through different tests or trials haven't really been proven safe. And there's been a few issues as well with consumers that have gotten injured with some of the products. But I think a lot of those concerns would vanish under the Apple umbrella, and Apple with its own testing can make sure that, the products are safe as well. And so, this is one thing to watch out for. If this company does get bought out, it might be at a higher valuation than what the stock's currently trading at. And previous files, for any example, that usually ends up in a nice payday for existing investors. So definitely keep this on your watch list for sure. But like I had said, not financial advice, and that's really purely speculation, right? I have no idea what Apple's going to do. No one really does. But just again, have these sort of things in the back of your mind that if there's a company out there, somewhat promising, but has varying degrees of complexity in terms of expanding into markets, whether it's primed for a potential buyout, right? So yeah, that's my pick.